Okay, I edit it.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. Have you ever noticed that shit has a smell? Not just a smell, no, that's wrong, but it's very easy to determine the smell of waste. It sticks in your nostrils, in your craw. It's a rampant, pugnacious stench that oftentimes makes you sick to your stomach. Well, the smell of shit is all that greets you when you enter the cafeteria of the Goal at Kilmainham Prison. A place that used to feed hundreds of inmates is now much different. In the center of the tiled floor, it has been dug up to form a huge pit some 20 feet deep, with a girded, spiked metal grating on top of it that forms a semicircle, almost as if you had cut an orange in half and laid it over this festering shit pile, at the bottom of which you will see mouldering corpses still stained in their own effluence. This is where they come to see them dance and die. To quote a movie, two men enter, one man leaves. You will hear all around you as the Sabbats smash their fists on the floor, on the metal coverings on the walls, ripping and tearing, creating a clatterous din, the sound of howling, rampant snarls and growls, guttural noises from the depths of the pit. Oh my, yes, they sound hungry. So, what are our fine feathered friends, our fine faithful of the sword, doing before they get to watch an afternoon's entertainment? Or an evening's entertainment, rather.
Caden is going to be sitting on a catwalk, like legs through like two holes on the rails, leaning over, head sticking through. Occasionally, they will slam their hand on the grate and hoot and holler as they watch this fantastic looking shit show get ready to go down.
Sin will be in a corner just watching everything.
Sunshine taking a very amused look as a creature such as this looks on and expecting curiosity.
Through the door will come the girl. Congratulations, you've made it this far. As Rose steps into this place, this mausoleum of souls, you will simply hear the Sabbat start a low chant. Fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. Continue.
Rose walks in, looking around. She's kind of like in awe of this whole thing. She's been silently into her head, just getting herself super pumped. To her, this is her moment to shine, and she can't wait to show everyone how useful she really is. She has a sword on her back with something that seemed like it was very makeshift to keep it on her. And in hand, she has a shotgun just in case, waiting to see if it was okay to take in with her.
Dozens of eyes, sets of them, sometimes more, which is more oddly disconcerting, fall on her as she enters. Many voices chant and chant, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, until such time as a single figure steps onto the catwalk wherein our dear Caden is standing. I will place his picture up momentarily. He has decided to adopt a more human form for this evening. As the voivode looks down with stern, flint-like eyes, the room falls silent. Many of the Zamisi go to one knee.
Bingo. Drops that knee.
Same.
Caden they will get up, they will turn around, and then they will kneel.
The Sabbat always remember the fact they are the swords of Cain. However, the Zamisi always remember the old ways, the ways of loyalty, the ways of respect. The voivode, deciding, as I said, to look human today, seems to be almost bored as he steps out onto the catwalk. He will then make a gesture with his free hand to raise, for those on their knees to raise themselves. He'll be actually he'll be standing right next to Caden on the walkway.
Caden they will stand up and they will take a few steps back.
My children, welcome. Tonight we have the birth of a new era. These are the first creation rites held since we took this fatted city from the Kabaila. There is a cheer of approval as he holds up his hands in exaltation.
Cheer.
Now we will see if the bloodstock of the city is worth the time and the effort we have spent in its capture. He will point down at Rose with a single black taloned fingernail, and he will say, "Child, state your name before the congregation."
Rose stands kind of proudly and states, "I am Rose, and I'm here for the challenge of my creation, right?"
Very well, then. He will look at her up and down, and he will raise his finger, and he will say, "You will be allowed a single item with you in the pit. Choose it now."
Rose kind of grips the gun, but tosses it down. "I'll take my sword. Better to be fighting head on instead of showing my cowardice by fighting afar."
He will proceed to snap his fingers, at which point the congregation, the shovelheads moving around you, they start to physically tear every vestige of your clothes off till you are down to the bone, down to the flesh. They tear it off unceremoniously, irreverently. He said you may have a single item with you in the pit. He was being literal.
Those were the only clothes I had.
I mean, that sounds like a you problem.
I've been wearing the same rainbow tutu and black tank top.
Okay, so what you're saying, guys, is I killed a rainbow tutu. I'm suddenly okay with this.
I mean,
Oh, it was a mini skirt, but but still. Oh, my heart.
With that, a trap door is opened at the very top of the circle of very top of the corrugated spiked iron circle, and he will point towards it.
Rose tries to keep her head held high, even though she feels extremely uncomfortable now. And
You would
walks
almost
through.
think that was the point.
She's trying to show that it didn't phase her, but she's tapping her left hand against her thigh as she walks in, trying to keep her head up high.
Sunshine, one of the fellow Canaanites, Nosferatu, kind of elbows you in the side, and he'll say, "So, you want to take action on this? I got 20 that says the blonde girl goes down in less than 2 minutes."
Sunshine will take its hand and sort of that really unceremoniously don't touch me.
Okay.
But
Hey, I just thought you might want some action.
there's nothing to learn from this. Either she will win or she will fail.
I mean, you're no fun. C'est la vie. All right. Rose, would you like to please make me a stamina check in order to soak the 2 bashing you will take as you jump down into the pit? Because it's a long drop.
Oh, jeebus. What do I roll?
Your stamina.
Stamina. Okay.
Caden's gonna retake a place watching down from the catwalk.
I failed.
Okay, you will take 2 bashing. Ow, your knees.
Okay.
You will sink up to about your knees, as I say, in this muck, this shit, this viscera. Half-eaten organs lay all around you. You smell the dirt, the human effluence. It is unpleasant. It is clawing. You're still new to this. Breathing is still something you do. Many of the others have forgotten it over time, but not you. It's still in your mind. So, there is a large set of double doors, almost like a caged, almost like a garage door, except it is formed of metal chains and iron bars. At a flick of his wrist, the voivode will send it cascading upwards very quickly, as out into the arena proper, loping, comes this creature, roughly the size of a very large dog, some kind of Saint Bernard, perhaps.
Caden giggles.
Also, would it be a chance for Sin to jump in on that action?
What, for €20?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I'll take that action on Rose.
All right, so you're betting Blondie dies?
I'm betting that she wins.
All right, then. I'll happily take that bet. The creature sniffs the air before it howls, a guttural, bone-piercing sound as it lopes to attack. And now we go to initiative.
What do you roll for initiative?
It is a single D10 plus the amount of your dexterity plus your wits added together as a total.
Okay.
Oh well, this thing got a 10, so it's going on a 16.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you said plus wit and dexterity?
Yes.
8, 9, 13.
Also, don't forget that you can blood buff.
On her turn, she can indeed.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay, in that case, the creature goes first. Yay! It will spring into the air and attempt to maul you with its great gnashing teeth. As it comes forward, you'll see the fact that it doesn't just have one row of teeth. Oh, no, no, no. It's got the standard row, and then behind it, it's got an extra row of needle-like teeth, tiny, piercing teeth. It doesn't look pleasant. You don't want to get bitten by it. One, 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. It sinks its teeth into you, Rose, ripping from side to side. If you would like to please soak me or attempt to soak 2 lethal damage, that is again you rolling your stamina.
Okay. And do I just need to get a 6?
You need to get 2 6s and you soak both of them.
Yes,
So,
I passed.
Cool, you do not take any damage. Would you like to now it is now your turn. You may blood buff, which means you may spend into your attributes from your blood pool if you would like.
I would like to pump my strength one, and I also would like to spend a blood to pump it into, or put it into celerity.
Actually, yes, celerity breaks the rule on that, doesn't it? You can actually always spend. Is it celerity? Yeah, it's celerity that breaks the really weird rule on spending blood a turn. You can just spend blood for celerity. I seem to recall. Or is that potence? One or the other.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. All right then. In that case, you may do that. All right. So Rose, make your attack action.
I want to take. I want to try to swing my sword, trying to slice at it.
Okay. Roll me your dexterity plus melee, difficulty 6.
Dexterity, melee, and did I do 2 in melee? Yes. Okay. Dexterity is 4. I got 1. What was the difficulty?
6, but remember 1s will cancel out a success.
Okay. I got 5 successes.
Okay, so now roll your damage, which is your strength, plus your sword, which is strength plus 2. So that's going to be whatever your strength is, plus 2, plus 4 extra dice for your 4 rollover successes.
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm so sorry.
Your strength plus 2
Okay.
for the sword, plus 4 for your extra rollover
9
successes.
Okay.
And 1s do not take away from damage rolls. Or soak rolls, for that matter.
Something strange.
Oh, does 1s not take away from soak damage?
It doesn't take away from damage or soak, no.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, when jumping in, I took 1 thing of bashing because I thought 1s took it away.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 lethal you do to the thing. Cool. Let me just roll it soak. It has that much soak. Okay, you drive your sword into it, and the thing hisses as blood spurts from the wound that you've caused in its side. Now, because of your celerity action, you may go again at the end of the initiative round. You can hit it again.
Yes. Am I able to try to hit it from a different angle?
Yes, sure.
Okay, because I want to try to move, like get myself and move it at least to the side instead of being head on as I've been.
That's fine.
And make sure I'm doing the right number. Are they both the same? Yes. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had the book to do the thingy, or that would have been awesome because I had 2 tens. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay, roll your strength +2 plus your rollover 6. So basically, take how many successes you got hitting it -1, and that's how many rollover.
Minus as many successes -1, right?
Yes, 1 is used to hit. The rest are rollover successes, basically.
Okay. So 6, no, are 11, 10. I got 3 damage. If it's supposed to be above 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had 3.
Cool. Let me roll it soak. Well, that time you bring the sword crashing down and it screeches in pain as the sword cleaves into it. You feel something break inside of it, possibly a rib, as it froths bloody at the mouth before it's going to dive up at your throat in an attempt to rip it out of you. I will tell you right now, it fucked that soak roll. Something shocking. Oh, wow. Okay, it did not fuck that attack roll, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 4 roll over. Sorry, I shouldn't talk to myself like that. Would you like to attempt to dodge? Because you are allowed to do that.
Yes, please.
I will point out that if you dodge, it will constitute your action and you will not get to attack.
I'm fine.
Or you can, in fact, spend blood for celerity on your round, but you will not get to attack normally.
Okay, I'll end up spending the blood for the celerity, but I'll definitely dodge. I feel like dodging is a lot worth it.
Roll. Oh, well, you can either dodge or... Actually, no, you should probably parry in this case, because if you parry, you can do damage to the thing, because it's using its mouth. So roll your dexterity plus melee.
Dexterity plus melee. Dexterity. Why I keep looking like I don't know it? It is...
Only 1 success, unfortunately. It does still have more than enough momentum to hit you. So you attempt to bring up the sword to parry it as it latches onto your throat. It will do this much damage. Oh, well, that's a very... Okay. Would you like to please soak 4 lethal as it attempts to rend out your throat?
Yes, sir. I soak 1.
Okay, so you've taken the 3 lethal. You are starting to look ever so slightly the worse for wear. However, it is now your turn to spend your blood to activate celerity. So you may now take your celerity action at the end of the round if you would like.
Yes.
Cool.
Let me... I've used 3 thus far. Okay. Okay. And it's still latched onto me?
Yes, it did.
Hmm. Is it too awkward of an angle to try to like use the sword to like stab it in the neck area or the body?
You
Or
can
is that
stab it
too
in the
awkward?
body. It doesn't really have much of a neck, as can clearly be seen. Its neck is kind of set into its body proper.
Okay.
But you can stab it in the main body, definitely.
Actually, shit. Would I be able would I be able to attempt to try to pry it off of me?
It's not actually grappling you, so you don't actually have to roll to dislodge it. It just lunged at your throat for thematic purposes.
Okay. Alrighty, let me see here. Okay. I'll just attack then.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's not. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 successes. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I did 4 damage.
Let me roll its soak.
My dexterity doesn't help me here. Yep.
Oh, fuck my life. Okay. The creature's eyes bulge wide as you stab into its body one last time, twisting the blade, releasing a crimson shower as you flick it free until the jaws relax on your throat. And the creature falls back, but its body seems to be too heavy for its legs to support it as it crashes to the ground, very much dead. Oh, my. Such a shame. I rather liked that hound. Oh well. What can be done about it, I suppose. For the record, only Caden can hear this because he's not talking very loudly.
I'm gonna like push the dog creature off of me. And kinda just for me, because I'm just so stoked that it's down. I'm just gonna be like, Rose is gonna be running around just like cheering, like, yes! Running around. Just like super pumped with sword in hand. So, I told you I had this!
Very well then. Bring her up. A rope will be thrown down to you so you can climb up it.
I climb up the rope.
I could still kill her on principle for killing my dog, I suppose.
Caden nods.
But that would be bad form, wouldn't it?
Caden
Extremely.
shrugs.
Only Caden can hear him talk.
Okay, fair.
Caden just kind of shrugs.
Fine. Let us do this officially. You will see the Voivode do what I will lovingly refer to as superhero fall from the railing, the catwalk on which he is standing, and he won't even bend as he hits the ground. He will hit the ground and continue walking because that fortitude. But he will then walk to Rose and he will look her up and down. It would seem as though you lived.
Yes. And Rose kind of like bows her head a little bit. Thank you for the challenge.
Witness all. You'll see him open his mouth, and you'll see him place his thumb on his left fang, and he'll prick his finger before he will dab the blood on Rose's forehead and kind of bring it down, like drawing a parallel line down the center of her forehead. He will say, "Congratulations, you have proven yourself worthy to bear witness as a member of the Sword of Cain. We are now your brothers and sisters in the darkness, we who share in the sacred covenant. Betray us, and we will remember. Sacrilege against our dark father, we will have retribution. Welcome, Rose, to the Sabbat."
Rose has like the biggest, cheesiest, toothiest smile and just like, thank you. And she's just like, you could tell she's basically like vibrating because she's just so pumped up and like,
Vibrates with Sabbatism. Excellent. The Voivode will turn on his heel. He appears to be bored with this already, as he will stalk out of the room through the great set of double doors most people entered from. Does anyone else have anything else they wish to do? Congratulate Rose, or shall I end the scene?
Caden has nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do.
out of character. Looks like in one runner. So happy. I'm sorry. I'm stoked. I was so worried.
No worries. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin where, unfortunately, many animals were harmed in the making of this adventure.